Welcome to Raw Perfect classes. In this video, I will discuss mathematics law of total probability. Now, first of all, I will tell you what is law of total probability. Law of total probability is a fundamental rule. Is a fundamental rule. It is a fundamental rule in probability. In probability theory, which relates to which relates conditional probabilities to marginal probabilities. It can be used to calculate probability of an event when probability of that event is unknown, but probabilities of other events are known. We can say that again, repeat. It can be used to calculate probability of an event when probability of an event is not known, but probabilities of other events are known. The law of total probability is expressed as probability of A is equal to probability of A divided by B multiply probability of B plus probability of A divided by not B multiply P probability of not B. This is the formula for law of total probability. The law of total probability can be used in conjunctions with Bayes theorem. With Bayes theorem to calculate conditional probabilities. To calculate conditional probabilities. Bayes theorem is an application. Bayes theorem is an application of the multiplication law. Of multiplication of law. Multiplication of law. And is used to calculate reverse conditional probabilities. Reverse conditional probabilities. Or you can say the total probability rule, also known as law of total probability. Total probability rule. Total probability rule, also known as law of total probability. you should keep in mind that if probability of one event is unknown, it can be calculating using the known probabilities of many other events. Now, this is the theory which is given. The law of total probability, which is very important to find the probability of an event which is happening. If probability of an event which is going to happen, that is known as 1. But that event which is impossible to be happen, that's probability will be 0. Fundamental rule in theory of probability which is interconnected to marginal probability and conditional probability, and that is known as law of total probability and total probability theorem. After several events, it's known that probability of all possibilities should be known. The theorem of total probability is the core foundation of Bayes' theorem. Now, you can see that this is the formula of law of total probability. Probability of B is equal to P probability of B divided by A1 multiply P A1. If you write here A, then it will here you will write A and here B. But if you take here probability of B, then you have to write on the numerator B and in denominator A, and multiply also with the same value which is written in the denominator, and we will be multiply same probability of denominator's value. PB divided by A2 multiply PA2 plus up to this P probability of B divided by AK multiply probability of AK. This is the law of total probabilities formula. And now next we draw two cards. This is the first example. We draw two cards from a deck of shuffled cards. Here we calculate here we implement law of total probabilities. For this I will take one example. In this example we draw two cards from a deck of shuffled cards with the replacement method, and find the probability of getting second card should be king. Suppose in this question, first of all I will suppose let A represent the event of getting first card as a king. Probability of A which represent to first card will be king, and there will be chances of coming king 4, because in 52 cards 4 king are present. So that's why we take here 4 divided by 52. This is the method of finding probability of first card king. Now second, B represent the event that first card is not king. Now I am taking that B which represent to first card is not king. So that's why here we write probability of B is equal to 1 minus 4 divided by 52. 52 minus 4, that is equal to 48 by 52. This one is, this probability represent to event that first card is not king. Now I am taking E. E represent to event that second card is a king. E represent that second card will be king. Then probability of that second card will be king or not will be. not will be represented by the law of total probability. We will take here this law for representing this. So that's why we take here probability of E over A. First card will be king. Second card will be here king, and first card will be here king. So that's its probability will be 4 by 52. Now second, if we take second card king, or we take also not, then we write here B, because this symbol is used for first card not king. Here we take second card king and first card not king. Here we take second card king, first card also king, and that is equal to 4 by 52. And now solve it. Probability of A multiply probability of E over A plus probability of B multiply probability of E over B. 4 by 52. 4 by 52 multiply 4 by 52 plus 48 by 52 multiply 4 by 52. You will get 4 4s are 16 plus 8 4s the 32 and 192 divided by 52. You will get 8 9 or 1 10 210 divided by 52. And after solving all these values, you will get this. This is your answer. I will repeat all these things again. I will take here one blank sheet. First, we assume probability of A. Probability of A represent to first card will be king, and the king will be 4 in 52 cards, and probability of A, that is equal to 4 by 52, and that is equal 1 for 13 is the 52, 1 by 13. Probability of B represent to first card will not king, and that will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 13. 13 minus 1 divided by 13, that is 12 by 13. Now next, P probability of E divided by A, that is represent to second card king and first card also king, and it will be equal to 4 by 52. And when we solve it, 1 by 13. Again, probability of E divided by B, it represent to second card king but first card not king, that also 4 by 52. 1 by 13. Probability of E probability of E divided by A multiply probability of A plus probability of E divided by B multiply probability of B. You can remember that I will tell you in starting, this is not B. This is not B. Now here 1 by 13 multiply 1 by 13. here 12 by 13, oh sorry, 1 by 13 multiply 12 by 13. When we solve it, 1 by 13 plus 12 by 13. You can see that what happened. 1 by 13. Just a minute. That is equal to 1 by 13. No, sorry. 1 by 13 into 1 by 13. 169. Hmm. 169. Here also 169. 169. 1 plus 12. 1 by 13 by 169. 13 was the 13 and 13 ones the 13, 13 3 is the 39. And when we divide 1 by 13, 0 0.0, 13 sevens are 91, 10 minus 1 9, again 7, it will be approximate value 0 0.077. This is your total probability by the law of total probabilities method. You can see we have to find out the probability of getting second card will be a king, and this will be your final result. Now next question. A factory which produces three types of products P1, P2, P3, and production of P1, P2, P3, that is given 40%, 10% and 50%. Here we write like this. Probability of A1, this is 0.4%, because 40 by 100 0.440, and probability of A2 0.10, probability of A3 0.50, and next is given the probability of a product defective. If there is a product defective, if first product defective, that is given 1%, second 2%, third is 3%. So that's why we'll be write here like this: P probability of defective divided by A1. A1 out of A1 0.01% is defective. Out of A2 0.02% is defective, and out of 3 0.03 is defective. Probability of defective A3s. Now using law of total probability, here you have to put these values. When you put all these values, you will be find out 0.021 is the probability of defective piece, because here you use this formula: probability of defective is equal to probability of defective divided by A1 multiply probability of A1 plus probability of defective out of A2 multiply probability of A2 plus probability of defective divided by A3 multiply probability of A3. First 0.01 multiply 0.40 plus 0.02 multiply 0.10 plus 0.03 multiply 0.50. When we multiply all 0.01 multiply 0.40, we will get 0.004 plus 0.002 then plus 0.015, and when we total all these values we will get 0.021. This is the probability that is defective. Now next question. A driver passes through two traffic lights. A driver passes through two traffic lights on his way to work. Probability that first light is red. Probability of coming first light is red 0.3, and probability that second light is red given that first light is 0.6, and probability that second light is a red given that first light is not red is 0.2. What is the probability that driver sees a red light at the second intersection? So let assume G1 represent to event that first light is red. So that's why PG1 that is equal to 0.3, and when PG2 probability of G2 is equal to represent to second light red. So that is 0.6, that is given 6. Sorry, that will be 0.7. Now probability of G2 divided by G1 that is equal to 0.6. It means second light will be red, and first light will be red, that is 0.6%. PG2 divided by PG1 dash. It means the second light will be red but first light will not be red. That's chance is 0.2. And when we multiply by using this formula, we will get 0.32. This is the answer of finding probability that driver sees red light at the second intersection. I will repeat again this. In this question, first light represent to G1. If that right, its chance is 0.3. If second light red, that's chance is 0.7. If first light second light right, first light red, that's chance is total 0.6. But if first light red but second light will not be red, that's chance is 0.2. And put this formula for getting the second light. We have to find second light will be red and at the second intersection. So this we will put here PG2 is equal to PG2 divided by G1 multiply PG1 plus PG2 divided by G1 not multiply PG1 not. So that's why using formula 0.6 multiply 0.3 plus 0.2 multiply 0.7. 0.18 plus 0.14, you will get 0.32. This is your final answer. Thank you. If you like my video, please like and share my channel for next coming videos.